Welcome back to Reading the Bible with Pastor. Today we're on chapter 39 of Exodus. We had been talking about the building of the tabernacle. The final finishes were put on. The outer curtain that is used for the fence of the tabernacle was finally created by Bezalel and all the people working with him. Now we're getting into making of the high priestly garments, and you can actually find those instructions in Exodus chapter 28. Again, the Israelites are following the commands of the Lord to create all of these things for a place that they can go to know where God's presence is and also to sacrifice their offerings. The priests stand in as a mediator between God and man by taking care of these offerings, these sacrifices, and the high priest stands as the ultimate priest, the ultimate mediator, and actually he's a symbol of Jesus Christ as our great high priest who sacrifices himself for our sins. So let's begin. From the blue and purple and scarlet yarns they made finely woven garments for ministering in the holy places. They made the holy garments for Aaron as the Lord had commanded Moses. So these blue, purple, and scarlet yarns that are on the high priestly garments are also a reflection of the yarns used in the tabernacle, so showing that this person is connected with what is going on in the tabernacle. Now it says these were made for Aaron. Aaron is in the office of high priest, and there's only one high priest for the nation of Israel, chosen from the Levites. And so Aaron is the first high priest, and these garments are made for him in the office of high priest. He, that is Bezalel, made the ephod of gold, blue, and purple and scarlet yarns in fine twined linen. And they hammered out the gold leaf, and he cut it into threads to work into the purple and blue and purple and scarlet yarns, into the fine twined linen in skilled design. They made for the ephod attaching shoulder pieces, joined to it at its two edges. And the skillful woven band on it was of one piece with it, and made like it of gold, blue, and purple and scarlet yarns and fine twined linen, as the Lord had commanded Moses. They made the onyx stones enclosed in settings of gold filigree and engraved like the engravings of a signet, according to the names of the sons of Israel. And he set them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod to be stones of remembrance for the sons of Israel, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Now the ephod or ephod is this apron that is put onto the high priest, and he's going to have adornments. Here specifically, there are two stones of onyx placed upon his shoulders with the names of the sons of Israel, or the tribes of Israel. Next, on verse 8, he made the breastpiece in skilled work in the style of the ephod, of gold, blue, and purple and scarlet yarns and fine twined linen. It was square. They made the breastpiece doubled, a span its length and span its breadth when doubled. So a span is from the thumb to the pinky about 9 inches. So that would sit on his chest here. And they set in it 4 rows of stones, a row of sardius, topaz, and carbuncle in the first row, and the second row an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond, and the third row a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst, and the fourth row a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They were enclosed in settings of gold filigree. And so these stones each would be named after the sons of Israel, starting with the firstborn and ending with the final son of Jacob. There were 12 stones with their names according to the names of the sons of Israel. They were signets, each engraved with its name for the 12 tribes. And they made on the breastpiece twisted chains like gold cords of pure gold. And they made 2 settings of gold filigree and 2 gold rings, and put the 2 rings on the 2 edges of the breastpiece. And they put the 2 cords of gold in the 2 rings at the edges of the breastpiece. They attached the 2 ends of the 2 cords to the 2 settings of filigree. Thus they attached it in the front of the shoulder pieces of the ephod. They made 2 rings of gold, and they put them on the 2 ends of the breastpiece, on its inside edge next to the ephod. And they made 2 rings of gold and attached them in the front to the lower part of the 2 shoulder pieces of the ephod. at its seam above the skillfully woven band of the ephod. And they bound the breastpiece by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, so that it should lie on the skillfully woven band of the ephod, and that the breastpiece should not come loose from the ephod, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Basically, they put this square breastpiece and attached it to the ephod, the apron on the high priest. We've gotten through a little bit here about the adornments and the uniform, basically, the robe of the high priest. We'll continue on next time with a little bit more instruction on what is going on there, and also we'll hear about the other priests and their garments as well. So we'll pick up next time here, chapter 39, starting at verse 22.